And we welcome you to Mustang Stadium. Zach Bertrand alongside.
Eric Gann.
And shortly going to be joined by Mr. Ken Shutton and maybe a surprise appearance by A.D. Bo Bergen. Getting set for a soccer match tonight. No football. That is on Friday night in CJ, first round of districts. But tonight, senior night, I believe. Senior night?
Yeah,
no. No?
They had senior night the same night we had softball senior night.
So that's true.
They did
That's
senior
true.
nights
Okay,
all.
so, well.
But we'll try to get the seniors up here anyway.
Yeah, should get the seniors up here post game. Looks like starting lineups coming out now for both teams. Sorry for the reflection on your screen. The sun is beaming right into the press box. We are inside today, not taken out by a bunch of coaches and other media.
I did not bring a pen with me.
Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Cavaliers. Number 0, goalkeeper Ethan Ringer. Number 1, Anthony Terry.
Ethan Ringer, the goalkeeper. Anthony Terry, another starter. Kyler Beard.
Number 8, Sawyer McKinney.
Sawyer McKinney.
Number 9, Tio Chevallard.
Tio Chevallard.
Number 11, Ian Espinoza.
Ian Espinoza.
Number 12, Lincoln Miller.
Lincoln Miller.
Number 18, Yusuf Mokhtar.
Yusuf Mokhtar.
Number 19, Leighton Green.
Leighton Green.
And number 21, Jax Wisdom.
And Jax Wisdom. Round out the starters for the Thomas Jefferson Cavaliers.
Now for your McDonald County Mustangs. In goal, a senior, Rhett Keaton.
Rhett Keaton. You've heard that name on Friday nights. Going to be the goalkeeper.
Sophomore, Joismar Morales.
Joismar Morales.
Number 5, a senior, Yason Lopez.
Yason Lopez.
Number 6, a senior, Richard Gasca.
Richard Gasca was, I know you've heard that name a few times, was the kicker last year.
Junior, Everson Perez.
Everson Perez.
Number 9, a senior, Giovanni Gonzalez.
Giovanni Gonzalez.
Number 10, a sophomore, Reyes Mendoza.
Reyes Mendoza.
Number 11, a junior, Miguel Mora.
Miguel Mora.
Number 17, a senior, Christian Ramirez.
Christian Ramirez.
Number 19, a senior, Stephen Paxter.
Stephen Paxter.
And number 22, a junior, Stephen Gasca.
And Stephen Gasca.
At this time, would you please rise for the playing of the national anthem?
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At Burger Time, big things come in small packages. Open 10:30 a.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. Monday through Saturday, serving the best mouth-watering burgers around. They're a proud supporter of McDonald County Mustangs. They're located at 1157 Highway 71 in Pineville. Just call ahead to dine in or carry out. Their number is 417-223-2020. Burger Time Restaurant, wishing the best for all McDonald County athletes.
Nothing is more important than providing fresh, clean water for your family or farm. Houston's Pump Service is unique in the industry with expertise in both well and water treatment systems, offering state-of-the-art water systems for existing or new construction, residential or farm. They have experience navigating state regulations and maintain your well throughout the life of your system. HoustonPumpService.com on Facebook or 417-775-5770. Houston's Pump Service, supporting Mustang sports and rooting on the herd.
And we will be back, getting set for kickoff, I think is what it's called. I believe so. I did referee a few soccer, so I kind of am a professional. 7 and 8-year-old soccer. Shout out to all my little ones and my former coworkers, I guess, now because soccer season's over. Just a few notes for the Mustang soccer team. Sophomore Reyes Mendoza has 12 goals and 4 assists on the season. Senior Gio Gonzalez has 10 goals. And junior Miguel Sanchez has 5 goals. 6 seniors, Jason Lopez, Rhett Keaton, Richard Gasca, Giovanni Gonzalez, Christian Ramirez, and Stephen Paxter. Rhett Keaton, Richard Gasca, Giovanni Gonzalez, Christian Ramirez, and Stephen Paxter are all 4-year. Some players to watch for: Richard Gasca, a 4-year varsity player who has tremendous vision and the ability to pick out the appropriate pass for the appropriate time. Eric, anybody you're looking for? Anybody you see on our sheet to watch out for?
Well, I mean, really the one I know most is Rhett. So as the goalie, I know he's pitched a couple shutouts this year. And so I'd like to see him get some action out there and have a good game, pitch a shutout maybe. But that's about the extent of my soccer expertise. Really, is the goal. When I was in like 3rd grade, I played goalie, but it wasn't. It was playground soccer. So let's see. It looks like, who's that? Oh, that's Thomas Jefferson has it right now. That's when you don't know all the players all that great. It's kind of hard to tell who's who. It was intercepted over there. I believe that was 17 for the Mustangs. Christian Ramirez gets it back. Actually, kicks it over to
22.
And Stephen Gasca gets it over to Morales. Morales gets it back inside. The pass was intercepted by number 18 for Yusuf Mokhtar. Excuse me. That's an interesting name for soccer. Yusuf Mokhtar. It's an awesome name for soccer. Oh, got an offsides player for the Mustangs on that breakaway. So it's going to be turnover there. Thomas Jefferson will get it and line it up and stand there for a little bit. Oh, their goalie's going to come out and take it. Yeah, eventually, whenever he decides to kick it. He's going to kick it downfield, and it's going to be intercepted there by the Mustangs, and then intercepted by Thomas Jefferson, but Mustangs get it right back, and they're going off the official. Gets it inside, headed out, going out of bounds for Thomas Jefferson, so it looks like it's going to be a corner kick for the Mustangs. They'll get situated, and let's see who's going to take that kick. And it looks like Miguel Mora is going to take the corner kick. Mustang's getting lined up in position, kicks in, just over the goal and out of bounds. So it's going to be Thomas Jefferson's ball. That ball was hit pretty good, just kind of flew away from Mustangs players trying to get the header in. So now Thomas Jefferson's goalie's got it, and he's going to hold on to it for a little bit. He's going to boom it down the field. Intercepted there by Mustangs, number 8, Jefferson Perez. That one's headed toward the corner and out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for the Thomas Jefferson. Who did we say they were? Cavaliers.
Cavaliers,
I believe, come in here at 3-8 or 3-9. Can't remember exactly what it was I saw. That pass was intercepted by the Mustangs, but given right back to Thomas Jefferson. Then given back to the Mustangs, number 8, Perez. Gets it inside. Oh, intercepted there, but kicked it back to the Mustangs. There's a lot of white jerseys in there. Oh, he's going to be offsides.
Good opportunity there for the Mustangs, taken away.
Yep.
There's one thing I know about soccer is can't get too far out in front. Didn't have to call too many of those in 8-year-old soccer, but here in high school you do, so.
You see that ball kind of hanging up there a little bit. That wind's
Yeah, that wind's killing it.
killing. Yeah, definitely. Oh, that ball gets ahead. Mustangs have a chance for his goal. Stop. Kicked it inside and off and over the goal. And that's going to be a goal kick for Thomas Jefferson. And then we got the young man down there that has to run a long way to get that ball. It's not like soccer when you see in like some of those other fields with the wall around the outside.
Yeah.
You have to run a long way to get the ball. That was a great opportunity, though, for the Mustangs. Had an open player running through the middle of the, I guess it's called the pitch in football or in soccer. Oh, just off of his foot. Kind of just kicked the top of it, Perez there. So it's going to be another kick for the goalkeeper. But you can see all the activities pretty much staying down here on Thomas Jefferson's side of the field, which is, Rhett's probably getting a little bored back there.
Yeah.
But
He's kind of just having to stand there making sure he doesn't blow away.
yeah. But, I mean, I guess he would rather have that than have to,
Yeah,
make-
to be saving 500 shots.
yeah. Goalkeeper for Thomas Jefferson is Ethan Ringer. He is a senior.
Trying to get that ball to stay still on the ground. The wind just pushing it.
Well, I think part of that's also him stalling for time to make the game go a little bit longer. Just because, if they don't have to block very many goals, then it limits the Mustangs' chances to score. So, that pass just went over
Just missed it.
under the foot there for Mustangs. And now it's going to be a throw in here. Mustangs intercept the throw in, but it's going to be another throw in for Thomas Jefferson, and that's now going to be a throw in for. Oh, it was okay.
Should be the Mustang.
I thought it would be two because no one's touched it, but that one will be the Mustangs. He just kind of threw that one out of bounds.
Ball never lies.
Back to, who is that, 23? 23 is Lincoln Green, and then to 21, Jack's Wisdom. Mustangs have a breakaway here. Got two men up ahead, but there's a lot of white jerseys in front of them. Pass inside. Kind of corralled there by the Mustangs. Oh, got it through. Mustangs going to the corner. Good stop there by the Mustang. Kicks inside off the defender, and then he's going to just boot it out of bounds, and it's going to be, I believe, a corner kick. It will be a corner kick, so Mustangs can set up their offensive again. Oh, nope, it's going to be a throw-in. Thought maybe that went out of bounds then from the corner. Oh, player goes down, play on, says the official. Yeah, I've been watching the wrong official the whole time. I've been watching the line official, and there's actually an official in the middle of the field. That ball was intercepted by Thomas Jefferson. He's going to clear it downfield, but intercepted by the Mustangs, and he's going to bring it back to Thomas Jefferson, but Thomas Jefferson kind of kicks it out of bounds. Mustangs can have a throw in there. He gets it in quickly. Had a man set up soon enough. Oh, I don't know what that pass was going, but it was going somewhere. Back inside. Oh, got a free man running through. It's going to be a goal kick for the Cavaliers. We need those like soccer on video games where they have their names floating above them so you can see who they are. We need that little floating names.
It's not as easy as football is. It's a lot faster paced too, so you see them way behind.
Yeah. And if you don't know exactly who the people are, you're having to look, and by that time, the ball's already on to the next person. Mustangs have it right now, though. They passed over inside. Kind of crowd there by a couple of the Cavaliers, but Mustangs take it back, clear it down to their side of the field, and then reset their offense. That one along the edge over on that far side. Oh, Mustangs have another guy, but he is offsides. Mustangs have had some good
third offsides.
Yeah, Mustangs have had some good opportunities. They just getting ahead of the ball. Thomas Jefferson has a breakaway. They're going to have a shot on goal, but Rhett's going to corral it. I don't know if that necessarily would have been in or not, but got to stop it anyway. And then it kind of goes out of bounds. Thomas Jefferson looking to figure out where the ball go, and he's just going to kick it out of bounds, and Mustangs have it. They got the guy running through. Number 9 for the Mustangs has it. He's got one through. And okay. Interesting. It's interesting. What's that called? What? Not play call, but I guess interesting decision to just kick it out of bounds for another goal kick. If you're going to do that, just kick it to the side so that you have a throw-in instead of a goal kick. And, you know, let the Mustangs get set up here in their offensive setup. Got the wind blowing kind of towards the goal this time. Mustangs overshot everybody.
Just overshot.
And it's going to be a throw-in now for Thomas Jefferson. He gets it in quickly, but kind of taken away by the Mustangs and given back to Thomas Jefferson. Back and forth we go. Oh, great stop there by the Mustangs. Who was that? Number 6, Richard Gasco with the interception. Not necessarily an interception like you would think from football, but, you know, intercepted that pass to Thomas Jefferson. Mustangs can have someone running through. Oh, intercepted there by Thomas Jefferson. Now they've got it, and that ball's rolling free to the corner. Can he get there in time? No, he cannot. It's going to be a throw-in way down here by Thomas Jefferson. Oh, sloppy pass there. Got intercepted by the Mustangs. Mustangs have a guy running free. Oh, and we're going to have a goal kick again coming for the Mustangs. Mustangs had a great opportunity there. Guy just couldn't corral it and get his feet set to get a squared off shot on goal. So Mustangs can set up here now. Seen 2 goal kicks.
The wind kind of blowing at the ball now.
Yeah. 2 goal kicks or corner kicks overshoot the goal. And I don't know where that ball is at now. Is it a goal? Or was it saved?
It stopped right by the goal. 2 kids collided, I think.
Did they count that as a goal?
He stopped it. Good save.
Yeah. I couldn't see where the ball was or anything. That pass intercepted by the Mustangs. So we've had 4 or 5 shot on goal for the Mustangs, and only 1 to Thomas Jefferson, but that one kind of looked like it might have been long and outside anyway. Mustangs have another shot, and that one is stopped by the goalie and corralled, and he finally picks it up. Mustangs have another shot there for a goal, but it's just stopped by the goalkeeper. He's going to decide to pick it up and run it back out towards midfield. That one's going to be thrown or kicked out of bounds for the Mustangs. Oh, did he just try to hit that with his hand?
I think so.
That would be like a yellow. Wouldn't that be a yellow card or maybe even a red card if you intentionally hit the ball with your hand? I'll have to ask Mr. Shutton on that one. Well, he might know that whenever we get him on here. Mustang is kind of kicking it back and forth down there in the corner. Give him an opening. He's going to go inside, but kick it outside. Kind of reset their offense. Good job there by the Mustangs to stay on sides and keep the ball. Going inside. Mustangs got one open. Free shot. Oh, just knocked away off the goalie, but it looks like it's going to be a goal kick for the Mustangs or something.
Corner kick.
Corner kick.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, it will be a corner kick.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, because I thought it ricocheted off the goalie. So Mustangs have another shot here. Had a couple of these, and a couple times they've been long. This one's a little bit better, but
straight to the goalie.
Right to the goalkeeper. He's going to punt it downfield, and it's going to be stopped there by Thomas Jefferson, but Mustang's going to cut it off and get it back down to Rhett. Rhett's going to kick it over here to this far side. Pass was intercepted by Thomas Jefferson. Mustangs it's about let's see, 4-on-2 there for TJ. TJ is going to have it out of bounds and have a throw in here. Throws it in to the goal, towards the goal. Kicked away. Oh. Now they're just going to boot it out, and Mustangs are going to let it roll out of bounds and be a kick. We got a player down here, kind of just sitting here.
I think he just took a kick to the shin.
Yeah. I guess this is their version of an injured player. The clock still keeps running, from my understanding.
Kind of holding his ankle.
Okay, now I think they're going to stop it. And I think they're going to have to replace him. I guess with this little quick timeout, we can maybe take a short break and come back to it.
We will do that. You're watching Mustang Soccer on the KNO McDonald County Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Circular Feed and Ranch Supply is a proud supporter of McDonald County Mustangs, and they are honored to serve the McDonald County community. Stop by and see them at 200 Beaver Street and stock up on all your farming supplies and livestock and pet food. They also have a large selection of clothing and outerwear for farmers and ranchers. For all your farming and ranch supplies, it's Circle R Feed and Ranch Supply. For more information, call them at 417-845-6115 or stop by and see them at the corner of Highway 59 and Beaver Street in Anderson, Missouri.
And we're back here in McDonald County with the Mustangs driving down the pitch. And we got someone on sides. Mustangs going for a goal. Shot and just saved by the goalie. He knocked it away and it kind of started rolling back towards the goal, but he was able to corral it. We got Mr. Ken Shunt here with us. Mr. Ken.
How are you guys? Hey, Eric, how are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Zach, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, welcome to Mustang Soccer.
Yeah, they've had a pretty good year this year so far.
They've not been bad. It's not been bad. Their record so far, we're going to wait for just a second because we might have a goal.
Oh, and another stop there.
We've had several shots on goal tonight, and most of our time has been spent on their half, which is good. That's something that you really want to see. We're just having some issues connecting the goal and the ball, so we're working on that. But this is something that's kind of a little bit of what happens with Mack County Soccer. They start out a little slow, they find their pace, and then they really go after it. And I think that's something that you're going to see tonight. For instance, there we go, and it's getting ready to set up a shot here, just outside. So that'll be a kick from the goal for the goalkeeper. But I remember watching. I was here for the Cassville game, the first game with Cassville, and we were behind 0-2 in the first half, and we came back and we won that game 3-2. So sometimes Mustangs start off a little bit slow, but we'll probably see some pretty aggressive playing here just in a little bit. Yeah,
it looks like so far they've controlled the ball most of the game here.
Sure.
They just haven't had that solid kick yet to square up and get it in goal. Had a couple offsides where they had a shot, but just a person ahead.
You were talking about their season. They've had when you look at their record, it's 6-11-1, and when you look at the record, you're saying, well, 6 wins, but a record in soccer is really hard to look at when you're talking about a team. This team has been a really good team, really athletic. They've got a lot of good athletes on this team, really talented guys who have been here for a while. And when you come out to watch one of these things, you sometimes you wonder, well, what do you mean there are only 6 games? And these guys are good. And Rhett Keaton with a fantastic save there and a good kick. One of the things, and also one of the things that you notice when you're up here in the press box with soccer is how many windows that we don't have up here. That's it's kind of tough sometimes, but you come out here to soccer, and sometimes it's hard to envision the fact that they have a 6-11-1 record. But these guys, their gameplay is a lot better than their record, and they really got some good athletes.
And some of those losses aren't bad losses. They close losses to
overtime. 2 of them were in overtime.
I can't remember.
We had Branson here a couple of weeks ago, and we were tied 2-2, went into overtime, and just by some fluke, they kicked it in with just a few, maybe a minute and a half into overtime. And it's those games that you kind of scratch your head and you're like, well, dang. But that's one of the things that happens. Now, last week we kind of, if you want to think about a really tough week for a sports team, we had Joplin, Monette, and Carthage all in 1 week. Now, we'll have to talk to our AD about scheduling games on that one, but that was a tough week. That's like if you put your football team up against the
Mustangs had a shot there. Goalie came out a little far and
blocked shot.
Yeah, blocked the shot. And
their goalie's doing a really great job this year.
Yeah.
He's doing a pretty good job of stopping those balls. So, but yeah, they had a pretty tough week last week.
Yeah, something I want to ask you. Obviously, last year Griffin playing senior year, you were here a lot, but obviously this year you've seen a lot. Any differences you've seen from last year's team to this year's team? I know you said pretty athletic this year, but anything really that gameplay-wise?
One of the things that I've noticed, and this is something that Coach Hakey said, is that our players seem to read the field a little bit better this year. You know, in soccer, it's more than just kicking the ball and not using your hand. There's a real level of understanding where your players are on the field and where that ball needs to go next. And really, you're starting to see that in this team, and they're making really, really good passes this year. I think compared to maybe in the last couple of years. And their goalie is almost as good as last year's goalie, but, you know, I may be biased. Goalie stops the ball again down here for Thomas Jefferson. But, yeah, and what I like about this team is when you look at the future of Mustang soccer, you're seeing some really stacked talent coming up for next year. If you look at the leading scorers for this year, you've got Reyes Mendoza, and he has 12 goals. He's the leading scorer this year. 12 goals and 4 assists. And he's a sophomore. Mm-hmm. He's got 2 more years. Yep. Senior Gio Gonzalez, you can't say enough about this guy. He was Player of the Year last year. He is just a talented soccer player. This kid is really good, and he's a really good leader out there. And so he is one of those guys that can read the field and really knows where the ball is and where it needs to go. He has 10 goals for the year. And then we got a junior, Miguel Sanchez, with 5 goals. Once again, as a junior. So these guys, we've got a lot of stacked talent coming up through the ranks. And I think that's what you're going to see coming up in the future years.
And, you know, you're talking about how Reyes Mendoza has 12 goals, Gio has 10, Miguel has 5. And for some of those that don't necessarily know a lot about soccer, that doesn't seem like a lot. But in soccer, most of the time the score is going to be 3 or 4 to 2, 3 and 4 to 3 to 4. You know,
0 to 1.
0 to 1. So you don't have a big high-scoring opportunity necessarily in most soccer games. So you know, to have 2 players in double digits in goals is quite the accomplishment.
Yeah, it really is. And you know, we talk about talent coming up. We got to talk about talent here on the field that we're watching. We really got some talented guys. But we've got Miguel Mora. He's one of the Mora guys who have been involved in soccer for several years with McDonald County. His older brother Oscar, and he is a workhorse. I mean, this guy is playing center. And he is one of those kids that really works the field and really knows. And
Mustangs have a great shot here. Kick to the corner, and it's in. Mustangs score.
Who wants to scream goal real long?
Oh, I can. Goal! No. They might kick me off the radio. I think that was. It looked like 1, but I'm not necessarily sure because it can't be 1 because that's red. So maybe 7. That's 2. That's a 2. Josemar Morales, I believe, is who got that.
That's great.
It's hard to see some of those single numbers because they're so much smaller.
We're also looking right into the sun, too, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot of definition to some of the, curve,
Right.
A 2 kind of blends into, looks like a 1.
Well, that's kind of what you want to look for. I think they've got their footing now. They're looking at and the wind has a lot to do with soccer, especially a wind like today where it is just howling. And when you're used to hitting the ball at a certain speed, and then you put the wind in there, well, then it goes farther than what you're expecting. And so there's a little bit of an adjustment that needs to happen. Of course, we've got the wind to our favor because obviously we must have won the toss. And so we've got the wind to our favor in this half. Now, next half, that'll be coming against us, but hopefully we can make up enough on this half that
another shot
here
here
we go.
for the Mustangs.
Battling.
Yep, and it's going to be a goal kick. Mustangs had number 10, Reyes Mendoza, running down the field, but Thomas Jefferson, their guy, was kind of just running stride for stride with him, trying to keep him from getting the angle.
Sure.
So,
you talk about that's Reyes Mendoza. That's our leading scorer. Of course, then on the other side you got Miguel Mora, who he's a forward, so he takes off too. So they don't know exactly which one's going where, and so he is his key position is to make those other players think that he might get that pass, and so that's another strength of his. Here we go.
Going to be offsides. Offsides rule in soccer is so confusing to me. I think if they're ahead of the last defender when the ball's kicked,
right,
I think that's when it's offsides.
If they can't be in front of the last defender.
Which, in my opinion, the goalie would be the last defender. But
right. There has not always been. It's just a little interesting side note. There's not always been offsides. They changed that in the 90s. It used to be that you could just outrun and get the ball in, and they changed that federation-wise on the pro side in the 90s. I can't remember exactly what year it was.
And now they're calling people for offsides if their fingers pass
that's right.
past the line.
Like in the Olympics, and you see the World Cup and all those sensors that they have.
Yeah, I was just saying they've got that high-tech stuff over there.
Yeah, they really do.
And when it comes back, their elbow is offsides. Like, really? The elbow's going to give them an advantage.
That's right. We were talking earlier about our district play as far as Mustangs coming up, and it seems like Carl Junction is one of those recurring teams that we're seeing. You were talking about that earlier, Eric.
Yeah, so the sixth graders played Sunday for their Super Bowl, and they played Carl Junction, beat them. I think it was 32-0. And then Mustang softball played Carl Junction and beat them in their district game. Then the soccer plays Saturday against Carl Junction.
That's right. And football.
And then football, we play Carl Junction Friday in district. So a lot of district games coming up for the Mustangs against or in Carl Junction.
Right.
So.
And Carl's having a pretty good year this year in soccer. Their win percentage is pretty high. So it might be kind of a tough game on Saturday for the Mustangs. But, this team has been improving over the season, and that's what you want to see. You want to see a better team than you started with in the beginning of the season, and I think that's what we're seeing with these guys. So really anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. We say this in football a lot. That's why they play the game.
That's right.
Because you never know what's going to come out and happen, in the game, before the game, during the game. So
Sure. I want to talk about a couple other players. Marcos Bale, he's the third Bale brother.
Oh, got another opportunity here. The goalie's going to get it.
Yep. The goalie's doing a great job for Thomas Jefferson stopping those balls. He's getting quite a workout. But Marcos Bale, he's the third Bale brother that has played for the Mustangs. He's a sophomore, and he missed his freshman year because he broke his foot in the jamboree. So he missed his whole sophomore year, or his whole freshman year. So he's been a sophomore this year. He's been a really good player on the team for us. So and he's just a sophomore.
Does he come in? Does he start, or does he come in?
He'll be coming in. In fact, I don't think he's in yet. What number is he, Eric, on that? Here we go.
Bale is 3. Mustangs have a shot here. Oh, off the side of the net. Who was that?
Shot by number 2.
Yeah, number 2. And that was
Josmar Morales.
So he's trying to get himself a second goal.
Sure.
We think he was the one that scored the second or the first goal for the Mustangs. So, but that's what you want to see, though, in soccer, is get those opportunities down there, make the goalie have to save those because eventually the ball's going to find the net.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and you look at, he is, once again, he's a sophomore.
Yep.
Comes back next year, he's going to be improving. We're going to see that. So that's really impressive to see. Jefferson Perez is a junior.
Mm-hmm.
He's turning into a quality striker. Coach Hakey says he's going to be one of those ones to watch. Here we go. We're back down in their territory again. Ball in the center. TJ kicks it out of bounds. We're going to have a throw in here.
And you talk about all these young guys and the seniors, obviously, 4 out of the 6 are 4-year commitments. But these young guys, obviously, your leading scorer is a sophomore. There's another junior that's on there, and then Marcos Bale and then Jefferson Perez. Those younger guys too all come back next year. So these guys have been playing together for a long time.
Sure.
So it's good for the program and good for the future of Mustang soccer.
It really is, and a lot of these guys have been getting involved in off-season soccer. There's some Sunday leagues, what they call them, around, and a lot of these guys have been playing on the Sunday leagues, and you can start to see that now as they can look out across the field and know where that ball is supposed to go, because in those Sunday leagues they play some older and some more seasoned players, and so they're able to see that more than just in regular play or in practice. And so when we're down here in the goal and we look like we might be, goalie's doing a great job. He had a great save there. Mustangs are really getting a lot of shots on goal. Just like fishing, you got to cast a lot to catch the fish. You got to hit, you got to shoot a lot to get a goal.
I don't necessarily know all of the positions for soccer, but can you go over some of the positions here that
sure,
you're talking about?
Yeah, let's start first with the goalkeeper.
Yep.
He's in the goal. That's an easy one. The guys in the backfield are called the backs. The guys in the middle of the field, so the backs will stay essentially back. They're the defenders. They're your main defenders. So like your Richie Gasca, your Kevin Paxter. What makes Richie such a good defender is he can see where that pass needs to go, because these guys are crucial to forward that ball down the field, not only to stop the ball but also to know where it goes. And so those defenders are key to not only help the goalie but also to help the other players. And you got the midfielders who work the mid side, the mid part of the field. Those guys are the guys who sometimes can go forward and score a goal, or they get it to the forwards or to the strikers, and those are the guys that you see up shooting the ball on the goal. So you get a sections, if you want to think about it. It's kind of like basketball.
Yeah.
But with a few more players. Here we go.
Yep.
And then, of course, you always have here we go. Good shot.
Goal
right there.
for the Mustangs.
Yes. And that
Who
was number 11.
I think so.
Miguel Mora.
Miguel Mora with the second goal for the Mustangs.
Junior Mora did a great job.
With 5:55 here in this first.
Who was assist on that? Did you see that, Bo? Who was that? Armando Riza. So one of the things that you want to keep an eye out in soccer is assists.
Yeah.
Because, those things are key. Those are key positions, and a key thought in a soccer player's head is where my other guy is. And when you talk about assists and people who have assists, in fact, if you look at Reyes Mendoza has 4 assists. And that's key because he's assisting somebody else in that goal, so that's really great to see.
Now, when you say assist for soccer, it has to be the guy prior to the kicker that made the goal.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a direct assist. So
looks like Mustangs hit it out of bounds and is going to give it a goal kick to the Thomas Jefferson. Oh.
He's got to tie his shoe. Doesn't want to take his gloves off.
Now, when I was a basketball official, after the 4th time I had to tie a kid's shoe, I told their parents to start buying them Velcro.
Yeah. This might be a little bit different. This guy just didn't want to take his gloves off, which I can understand that. It might be hard to tie a shoe with goalie gloves.
Yeah. That might be the first time, though, that I've seen a stoppage for a shoe.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. You see that every now and then. That's why you double knot your shoes,
Yeah.
kids.
Absolutely.
And TJ kicks off. I tell you, the wind is really working in our favor. In something like this, when we get on the other side, we really want to keep that ball on the ground because of the wind. That's one thing when you see him kick off like that. Boy, it just stops that ball almost in midair.
Yeah, you're talking about the wind. A few times the Mustangs have had some goal kicks that they've overshot their offense there inside the box.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's just because that wind is blowing it so much further than what they're used to it going.
Sure. Yeah, that's right. Bringing it down the field now, crossing to the inside. You can talk about the passing. This is what we're looking at here is the passing and where we're going. That next step is so important in soccer, and that's what these guys are looking for.
Oh, Mustangs have it inside again.
Yeah.
Another kick.
Great kick.
Oh, he
Stop.
saved it with his legs.
Yeah. Great stop by the goalie.
I think he overshot that one and almost snuck through his legs.
He almost did.
Mustangs intercept that kick again. It's another thing the Mustangs have done very well today is intercept those long kicks. And that one's out of bounds.
That'd be a goal kick from
goal kick. Yeah. Now, how long has there been the Mustangs soccer program?
So, soccer program, boys soccer program started in 2015, actually. And we started on the field out on the other side of the district office there.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. A lady
Fun
named...
a few times out there.
Yeah. A lady who retired from the school district, a longtime employee, Lois Shellnut and her husband. They wanted to see a soccer program in McDonald County. They had... she worked at the central office, and she'd also worked at the high school, and she saw a lot of kids who played soccer, and she knew that we had some talent and some kids that weren't plugged in to different opportunities, and she wanted to give them the opportunities. And Dr. Mark Stanton, the superintendent, was a soccer guy from Webb City, and he knew the value of a soccer program, and so those two got together, and our school board agreed, and there we go.
Another goal by the Mustangs. Let's see, who is that?
I don't even think
Number 10.
Yeah, I don't think it touched anybody. It was on the goal kick.
No, yeah, he kicked it in.
Oh, did
That's
he?
awesome.
From
Yeah.
corner kick,
I thought
should
that
say.
it came off the guy on that far side over there.
It looked like it hit the bar to me.
Okay.
That's Reyes Mendoza. Adds another one.
I did see that it hit something, but
Right.
I couldn't tell if it was a person or a pole.
It's hard to see with that sun shining in your eyes.
Yep.
It makes it 3-0 for the Mustangs with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the period.
Yep.
And the Mustangs, like you said, kid, kind of starting to find their stride here
Sure.
towards the end of the first half.
Yeah. I expect to see, and there you can look out in the field, and there's some JV players on that Coach Hakey's given them some playing time today, and you'll probably see more of that coming up in the next half.
Yep. Back to your story.
What was I telling the story? Oh, yeah. So anyways, they got together and started the soccer program, and so 2015. And we've been building this program ever since.
Mustangs have another
here
shot.
we go. Oh, it's in there.
It was. It was
Yep,
a goal.
that's
Yep. It did cross the line for the Mustangs. So I'm not exactly
One of their
sure.
players actually kicked it in.
Yeah. So
Stumbled
who
on
gets
it and kicked it in.
who gets the goal for that?
We do.
Well, no, like who gets credit for the goal?
I believe that's an assist or a goal by Reyes Mendoza.
Okay.
He was the last one to touch the ball in that situation.
So
Add another one.
An own goal for
Yes.
Thomas Jefferson. Now, we also have a girls' soccer program that I think
we covered one of those in the spring.
Starts in March.
Yep.
The girls program, they had a really a good year, and they lost some really good talent last year with some of the seniors that graduated. But we're looking for another good season this year. That's a program that we've been building as well, and that started actually in 2016 because the year changed. You know, they play in Missouri. We play girls soccer in the spring, boys soccer in the fall. When you go down to Arkansas, it flips. And you'll see boys soccer playing in the spring and girls in the fall. Same way with many college teams. You'll see girls soccer and boys soccer both, in their men's and women's, if you want to call them that, in college. They'll play. Both of them will play in the fall sports. So.
Okay.
But we play. So the girls started in 2016, and that's been something that's given. You know what this does is adding a sport like soccer gives kids who aren't plugged in to any place else a place to get plugged into. And I think as you see our soccer program start to develop, you start to see more and more interest in this. In fact, Coach Hakey said he had so many kids coming out for soccer this year. It was surprising to him. So I really see that our program, our soccer program, just continuing to grow. We're about 9 seconds away from half.
Yeah. One thing I would like to see, this obviously the season's almost over here, but get some more fans in the stands for soccer.
Yeah.
Soccer's not one of those high attended games like football and basketball.
Well, yeah, not here.
Yeah,
now,
not here.
If you go some other places, it's a lot more.
Yep.
But yeah. Some of that is time. When the time that we're able to hold these games is because of the 5 o'clock. A lot of people are hard to get off of work and such. But you don't have to be or understand the game of soccer to come out and really appreciate the game. And I think the better that our soccer team gets and the more talented it gets, the more people that you're going to see out here. You think about big programs that have been around for a while, like your Carthages, your Monettes. I mean, even if you look in the Northwest Arkansas with your Springdale, who have won numerous state championships in Arkansas, they have big followings. You go to a crowd, and it's a huge crowd. So I think as this program grows, we're 10 years into this now. I think as this program grows and the kids get more and more involved, you're going to see more and more people come out.
I think this might be a good time for us to take a quick little break.
Yep.
I don't know how long of a half
10
time.
minutes.
10 minutes.
So, yeah.
I think we'll run a few spots. Get caught up on that. We'll be back with some Mustang soccer here on the KNEO McDonald County Sports Network.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is 4State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. 4State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at 4stateprinting.com.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 2918 East 20th Street in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
A shield against the elements, comfort in the midst of chaos, shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
B&M and Yokohama Tires are proud to sponsor McDonald County Mustang Sports. Billy Martin and his crew have over 50 years of experience keeping your car, truck or farm vehicles on the move. They offer roadside service, on-site farm service, and in-shop tire repair and sales. Located 3 miles west of Anderson on State Highway 76, or call B&M at 417-845-3566. B&M and Yokohama, cheering on the herd.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Cooper Gear and Manufacturing is a sponsor of KNEO and the McDonald County Sports Network. They are a machine shop that cares for the McDonald County community and the McDonald County school system. That's why they're partners with the school system to offer an apprenticeship program to help young people get a quick start in the machining trade. For more information, call Cooper Gear and Manufacturing at 417-845-7433. Cooper Gear and Manufacturing, taking your ideas and making them reality.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
The Cornerstone Bank of Southwest City proudly serves the Southwest Missouri area with branches in Goodman, Lanigan, Pineville, and Tiff City, offering online and mobile banking, plus loans for personal, business, and agricultural needs. Learn more about all their services online at thecornerstonebank.net for a location near you. The Cornerstone Bank is glad to support the area's school systems and the future of our communities.
A backer of McDonald County sports is Specialty Risk Insurance with offices in Carthage, Sarcoxie, and Joplin. They want to wish all the athletes the best and congratulate them on their hard work. Specialty Risk Insurance offers coverage from farm and ranch plus agribusiness to Main Street commercial. Learn more online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com or call them at 417-359-5470. Specialty Risk Insurance, where they practice new ideas with old-fashioned service.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is 4-State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. 4-State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at 4stateprinting.com.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
And we're back here in McDonald County with the Mustang soccer leading the Thomas Jefferson Cavaliers 4-0. Mustangs will start this half with the ball, and they're getting everybody set. Brett's making his way out to the goal eventually. And we'll get this second half underway. As I said, Mustangs lead 4-0 here, with 4 goals towards the latter half of that last period for the Mustangs. I believe there's a couple goals from Reyes Mendoza, and
Miguel Mora has one.
Miguel Mora, and then Josmar Morales, I believe, has one. So Mustangs kind of spreading the goals around today, so doing a great job there. Mustangs do start this half with the ball. We'll see what the Mustangs have in store for this half of the game. Now, Ken, why do some, like the players on the bench over there, why do they all have little orange vests?
So that's just to make sure that the referee doesn't count an extra player or something like that. Just to make sure that they know that these guys aren't on the field.
Okay, gotcha.
And you'll see that sometimes, not all the time, but you'll see it sometimes. There's Rhett Keaton with a great save.
Yep. Rhett's looking to see where to go, and he's going to launch it down the field. Oh, and they're just going to punt it over the goal. Well, if
that ball might not come back.
Yeah. If Thomas Jefferson needs a field goal kicker, just look no further than that guy. That was about a 35.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's without a ball now. That ball's down by the road.
That ball's sponsored by Numac Electric.
Did it go that far?
Almost, I think.
Oh, wow.
With the wind.
And you see the Mustangs kind of keeping it lower, dribbling it down on the...
Trying to do some dribbling here.
Oh, yeah, Mustangs have a shot here.
Yeah, we're looking for... He's going to pull up, look for an assist. Here we go. This looks like it could be good. That's it.
It's in. Oh, no, great save.
Great save by
But Mustangs do get it back and in. Who was that? Was that 10 again?
Reyes Mendoza.
10, Mendoza. So that should be a hat trick if I'm...
That's right.
Remembering correctly for the Mustangs.
Fantastic goal.
Senior.
Great stop and a fantastic recovery. You know, a lot of times what you'll see when the goalie stops it like that and pushes it out, that you'll miss that goal because they're not anticipating that ball coming back out, and somebody was there. He followed that ball in, and that's what you really have to do.
Great job to follow it.
Yeah.
It's like getting your own rebound in basketball.
Exactly right. Yep. And once again, that's field position. You know, that's thinking ahead.
Yep.
And that's just being, that's playing a lot of soccer.
So Mustangs put another one up early in the second period and lead 5-0. Good take there by the
Here we go.
Mustangs.
Nice footwork.
Yep. Got another one shot up. Oh, intercepted there, but
we got a player right there where he should be.
Mustangs
11 coming in.
Yeah. It's hard to go back and forth from where the ball is and this pole or this wall right here.
Richie Gasca, the ball, looking, passes, looking for a.
Well, the good thing is that sun has gone down.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to see, isn't it?
Yep. So I can take the sunglasses off.
Oh, great pass.
Yep, Mustang's got an opportunity here. Oh, just off the defender there. But there is
Gio Gonzalez right here.
Gio, yep.
If he's going to make it happen, he can make it happen. Here we go.
Oh, I guess I'm going to say offsides. Okay.
You know, Eric, you were talking about that offside rule, and sometimes we don't understand the rules of soccer. A lot of times you don't follow it. I want to give a shout out to MacRec Soccer. That's our youth program here in the county. They've been doing a great job of putting together a program. And I really want to shout. There's a lot of people involved in this, but there's two guys in particular that I want to give a shout out to, and that's Aaron Gent and Aaron Devine. And those two guys have done a great job of getting this program going, or not going. It was already going, but just it's been a great job of connecting with the kids and really helping to establish a kind of a soccer mentality in some of these kids that go out there, because there's kids that go out there that have not played soccer before, and they're doing a great job. If you go out to the soccer fields over by the industrial park here in Anderson on a Saturday, I mean, it's packed.
It is. I was driving down here to, where was I going? I know when I come down here to cover the Pee Wee football games,
right.
I just live right over there, and I have to pass by that industrial park all the time. And there's cars all the way lined up along the road there with how many people are out there. So,
and they've done a great job of they just wrapped up their season. They had their championship just last week, and you know, you're beginning to see a difference in the player that we see coming up in high school, because these kids understand soccer now a little bit more. My wife's a fourth grade teacher in Anderson, and she notices on the field at the playground when they're playing soccer that the kids are talking more about the rules and what you can and can't do in soccer, rather than just you can't use your hands. They're starting to talk about the rules and about how you know, where to pass and things like that. And so you're seeing a lot of good things coming up from MacRec, and so I really want to shout out to that program. They're doing a great job. And you know, to have a successful sports team, you really need that feeder program.
Yeah, absolutely.
You talked about youth football, Eric. You got youth baseball and softball, and now we have soccer, and it's just a great thing to see in the community.
Yeah, you know, and that's, I know so I cover, you know, obviously the Mustangs Pee Wee and Pee Wee football, and so I see all of the up and coming kids from Seneca, from Neosho, from Joplin, from let's see, who else do we play? Webb City, so Carthage, Carl Junction. So you know, doing it for 6-7 years, eventually the people that you see on Saturday nights are the ones you see on Friday nights.
Sure.
So yeah, that's a important thing there, though, is that you have that program to get them started on the basics, because at the high school level, you don't want them to have to be learning the rules.
Sure.
You want them to know the rules and just to be able to go out there and play.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's a good point. And you know, around us, they've had that opportunity. I mean, you go to Northwest Arkansas, and that's a big soccer community. Down there with the Sporting Arkansas, it's really fantastic. Almost had a opportunity to score there and kicked it out.
Yep. So, and Rhett just lets it go out of bounds for a goalie kick.
And then you go to the north, and you've got Joplin and Carl Junction, and Monette has a great U program in soccer, and so we're beginning to see that here, and I think that's gonna translate onto the high school soccer field. So.
Yep, absolutely. And you know, eventually the players here, you know, these seniors, they're going to go off to college, and they may come back, be a teacher or something, and they're going to need coaches, you know, at that point. And so,
sure,
you know, that's just one way to, you know, give back to the program that got you started in soccer.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, Coach Hakey's not going to be around forever. He's told us that too. So he's like, and you know, his assistant coach is coming on this year, a new coach, Jenny Meeker. She is one of our teachers down in Knoll, I believe, and she is from she played soccer in Northwest Arkansas with Bentonville, I believe. She was a goalie position on the girls soccer team down there. So she's bringing some soccer background and soccer knowledge up here. And so I know that's helped Rhett. I know that she has given him some tips and tricks and helped him in goal.
I mean, obviously I don't know a whole lot about soccer, but I would hazard to guess the goalie is one of the more nuanced and maybe not necessarily challenging, but one of the more you have to have good form, you have to have where to be, when to be there.
Yeah, exactly. And if you ask the goalie's parents, it's the most important position on the field.
Absolutely.
Ask Vance Keaton about that, and he'll tell you. So, yeah, for sure. And a goalie is more than just a guy who stops the ball. You really got to know what you're looking at and how their offense is set up and where the ball's coming and going. And not only that, you also have to know who to pass to. And there's a lot of things going on in a goalie's mind.
Yep. Have to know, am I going to kick this or am I going to throw it? How far to come out, when to come out. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly right. That's one of the things we've seen in Mustang goalies over the last few years. Tomas de la Cruz was a fantastic goalie over the last couple of 3 years when Griff was playing as well. And Tomas just could kick that ball like no man's business. And he could, and not just kick it, but pass it.
Yeah.
Almost like a 50-yard pass with his foot. So here we go. We're in scoring position.
Oh, that I know who was that number? Giovanni was probably looking to get it to someone else. That might have been in time, though, to go ahead and take that shot. You're right there, so may as well just go ahead and take it.
That's right. Number 1 took the shot. That is...
well, 1 is red, so...
Oh, maybe that was 7.
It may have been 7, because that's where I was trying to figure out who was who earlier.
That's speaking of him passing up on that shot. That's something you've seen tonight. Just kind of guys being selfless, and I'm sure that's a big thing in soccer because obviously you're wanting to score goals yourself. You're wanting to look good on the stat sheet, but if you could play selfless soccer, I'd imagine it's just like selfless football or selfless basketball. Like that's what Coach Hakey's looking for is those guys that go out there and want their teammates to do well and push their teammates.
Yeah, and you see that he was aggressive. He was getting in there. He was trying to get that ball. A lot of times we have, in the years past, hadn't been that aggressive, and so we really are pleased to see when they do. And they play more aggressive against certain teams than they do on other teams. But especially in conference play, which we only have 4 teams now in our conference that have soccer when we're going in for another goal here. Possibility. Gio's ball, looking for somebody.
That was a good play there by the defender to cut that off.
Yeah.
It was Lincoln Miller.
Going to left foot to the goalie. It's all right. Number 3.
You were talking about Tomas earlier. Tomas was... We saw that kicking ability last year on Friday nights.
I don't think I've ever seen a kicker could do an onside kick like Tomas.
No. And... some of the times, I don't even think it was on purpose onside kick. It just happened to work out that way.
That's right. He gave us some great scoring potential, too, in a lot of those kicks. And when you also talk about Richie Gasca, he was, there are a lot of times that he was instrumental in some of our football wins.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Red as well. I mean, Red has been a great asset to our football team. There we go.
And speaking of Richie, I don't know if it's first round of districts or what, second round, but I remember we took a game by a point, and I mean, if you don't make those extra points, you go in overtime, you never know what happens.
Was it
West Plains? Was it 35-34?
I think it was West Plains because we were up. We were comfortable with 5 minutes left in the Bolivar game.
He's doing some great stuff, and he'll get there. That was number 10.
Yep.
Miguel Mora, is that right?
Reyes
Mendoza.
Yeah, Reyes.
And you talk about, you think that kicking will translate into football from soccer, but
it's a whole different,
it's a different
style.
ball, right?
Yeah.
And I was talking to Miguel Mora's dad about that, and if you remember, Jared Mora was a kicker. That is Miguel Mora's brother. He was our extra point kicker, and his dad had to teach him kind of how to relearn to kick because it's different kicking a football than it is a soccer ball.
Yeah. Soccer balls you kind of usually kick with the side of your foot, right?
Yeah, that's right. In certain instances.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh,
just.
Well, in a soccer ball, you're probably trying to keep it on the ground as much as possible. Where football, you're trying to get that thing up in the air and let it float.
yeah. Sometimes you like to, in a pass situation especially, you really want to get that over somebody's head.
Yep.
And so you kick it more with your laces than you do the side of your foot. But football, you got a little less target to deal with there.
Yeah. I think the other night we were talking about kicking in during the football game. If someone, hold on.
Pass.
Just missed it. Number 3 for the Mustangs had an opportunity. Marcus Bell.
Yeah.
Sophomore.
We talked about Marcus earlier.
Yep. On some of those kicks in football, if you can somehow get a kick, because you kick from the 40 and it has to go 10 yards, so it has to go to the 50. If you can just get the ball to loft way up there, for the 10 yards, and then just have your guy standing there to catch it as soon as it comes down, that would be a legal kick, but that's going to take some talent to have the ability to kick a ball that high for your guys to go the 10 yards to get to it. But
that's right.
I don't know if I've seen anybody that can do that yet, but
No, I think there were people out there we'd know about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mustang's trying to get some movement on the ball. TJ doing a good job of keeping it down on their end. Here we go.
Good interception there by the Mustangs.
Yep. And Richie. Now look at him. He's looking around. He's looking for somebody. He's trying to get the line to kind of move. There we go.
Great
and
shot there by the Mustangs. Number 8, Jefferson Perez.
Yeah, so we've talked about him too.
Yep. That was a great job by the Mustangs. I think everybody was looking to the inside, and he snuck out to the far side outside, and as the ball was kicked to past the defender, he came sprinting through the line.
Sure.
And no one was in front of him but the goalie, and he just put it straight in.
Perfect pass.
Yep.
Perfect assist.
Yeah.
I didn't even see who assisted in that.
I didn't either.
Probably should have paid more attention.
So Mustangs now lead 6-0.
We'll have to check the tape on that.
I mean, we do have a recording of it.
Yeah.
And thanks to Zach for being here to keep up with the
right.
the ball, because soccer's like volleyball; it goes back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, that's right. Just keep it wide.
And Ken, we talked about all the positions on the field earlier, but something obviously as somebody, I know very little about soccer. I refereed 7- and 8-year-old soccer, so it's not as extreme as this. But I know there's different formations or sets that you run defensively.
Right.
But is there anything offensively that kind of are you looking for? Are you just trying to change pace every so often? Are you attacking different teams differently, or do they come in?
Yeah, one of the things you look at, and once again, my soccer knowledge is novice, and the only reason that I sound like I might know something is because I had a kid that played soccer last year. But there are different, if you want to think about them as lineups, and if you look at a team and you know what a team is kind of historically has done, you kind of change your lineup into that. Kind of a bad kick there.
Yep.
Good stop by Rhett Keaton there. That could have been a dangerous ball. But you got different positions and different lineups, and you can change those. I mean, it's just like it's a lot like basketball if you want to think about it. You can change to where you just have one striker. You can change where you have 2 strikers. You can change it up to where you have 3 people in the backfield, 4 in the midfield. It just depends on what kind of team you're playing against, whether they're aggressive. Whether they've been a team that historically is a team that's going to play fast. When I think of a team that plays fast, that is in our conference, I think of Cassaville. They're a really fast-playing team. Monette's a very fast-playing team as well. And so when you think about those guys, you think about that different offenses that you can set up. So Sometimes you want to have more people in the backfield, which if you look at Thomas Jefferson, you have 4 guys in the backfield right now. And that's because they know that they're going to have a little bit of a struggle offensively. That's why the Mustangs have just a little bit of problem getting that ball past the line because of that 4-man defense that they have back there.
One thing I haven't seen a whole lot of, and I mean, obviously it's a good thing that we don't see a lot of fouls or yellow or red cards. Is that something that's not called all that often in high school?
It depends on where you are.
Okay.
I think if you go to like a bigger soccer community where you have more aggressive teams playing each other, and I'm thinking probably a St. Louis or Kansas City area, you're going to see more of those yellow cards and red cards.
Okay.
Just because those kids are used to playing some aggressive soccer. But for the most part, you're not going to see too many of those.
I think to have a player that
I believe that's Richard Gasca.
is a little.
Yeah, it's
injured.
Richie. He probably got kicked in the shin. It stings a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean they're not wearing any shin guards, really.
Yeah, well, they are. They're in their socks.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know.
In fact, you have to wear shin guards.
Some of them are really low.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they shift around and they're just like football pads. Doesn't matter how much padding you got.
Yep.
When you get hit just right, it hurts.
Still stings a little bit.
Yeah. And sometimes you get a kick in the ankle or something like that.
Yeah.
It just really stings.
Let's see who's coming in. Is number 3. Marcos Bell comes back in.
Yep. But, after we got the turf on the field and we were able to expand the field and to put soccer markings on it, it has made just a world of difference. When you go to another location where they're still playing on grass, and a lot of times these aren't your grass turf fields. Looks like we've got a score.
Yep.
Number 10.
Mendoza.
Reyes.
His 4th.
Yeah.
Goal.
What do you call that? I know 3 is a hat trick. Is there a term for 4?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe something. I don't know.
Hat trick +1.
Yeah.
+1.
Hat trick +1.
We're 7 points now. An 8-point lead is game over at this point. So we're 1 away with 21:31 left. I'm going to turn it over I'm going to let Bo Bergen, our athletic director, get on the mic here and talk a little bit about some of the things that we've got going on in McDonald County.
Yep.
I know that we're gearing up. Wrestling practices started. Basketball's getting ready to kick off. It's a tip-off, I guess I should say, at the end of November. Someone let Bo, as soon as he starts the clock back, get on here and tell us a little bit about McDonald County athletics.
Yep. And while we're doing that, we're gonna don't be confused about the girls that are on the field. Thomas Jefferson does have a few young ladies on their soccer team, so they're coming in to get some game time.
The man, the myth, the legend, Bo Bergen.
Gentlemen.
How's it going?
How are you?
Doing well. How are you guys?
Doing good, doing good. Bo, obviously, district football this Friday, district soccer Saturday. Got to host district softball here this year, so a lot of good things going on in the county. Obviously, Ken Shutton joined us, talked about the youth programs going on, the youth football, the youth soccer, youth baseball, youth softball, that stuff. So what's it like for you as the AD to see all these younger kids, the younger generation, get out there and get involved in these sports and got to look good for the future of McDonald County?
Yeah, that's the goal. And I think I heard Ken say it earlier. You've got to prioritize your feeder programs. It's kind of funny we're talking about that because on Monday it's a PD day for the district, and I get to meet with our coaches for a couple hours on Monday, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about, is kind of doing an assessment of our programs. It's a educational buzzword, but vertical alignment is so important, from the top down, bottom up, whatever you want to say. But we're gonna kind of do a deep dive of each one of our programs and see, what are we doing that's working, what areas can we improve on, and we just kind of want to come away with a plan on continuing to push involvement, especially at the youth level. And being from the county, I'm well aware of all the challenges that we face, both geographically, demographically, things like that. Those aren't going away though, and I tell our coaches all the time, those aren't excuses. They're not threats to our success. They're just challenges that we have to jump over. And so those are some things that we're going to start looking at over the next couple months, and hopefully we can put some things in place that further enhance the environment for our young kids in the county, and hopefully we can start getting the ball rolling from the bottom up. And I'm looking forward to that conversation on Monday.
With me doing Pee Wee football, watching Pee Wee baseball, softball, all of that. That's one thing that I see a lot of the other schools around us have, their some of their coaches are embedded into the youth programs, and that's something that helps them immensely, because they already know the system. They already know what they're going to be doing when they get up to, say, high school. They just have to go out there and practice and execute. Mustangs with a shot here, just wide of the goal. So
yeah, obviously being a high school head coach, one of the many jobs is to kind of keep tabs on your youth programs, your junior high programs. But people got to realize that our head coaches are just one person.
Yep.
And, that one person can't sustain a full program from the bottom up for very long.
Yeah.
Most of our coaches have families and lives outside of here, believe it or not. I know some of the kids are like, you do things outside of school, but that's part of the balance. But it takes what do they say? It takes a village to raise a kid.
Yep.
And the more community involvement that we have in our athletic programs, the better. And I think you're starting to see more and more of that. We had, I know of years where we've struggled even getting coaches to coach Pee Wee football.
Yep.
And, you look out there nowadays and there's 8 of them,
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
That means they're involved, their kids are involved. And, that's how you get things started, and that's how you get things going. And, the more of that happens, the better off we'll be. And, again, we want to be aligned as much as we can, even down to the 3rd grade level.
Yeah.
There's things that we can implement and put in place that will help those kids in 6 years or whatever when they get up to high school.
Yeah, that's one thing, covering the junior high as well, and the JV. After practice, 3 of the head 3 of the varsity coaches are down here, coaching up the junior high or the 7th, 8th grade JV teams. Few times Hoover came down here and there was something going on, so he pulled the offense aside and was talking with him, and while the coach was doing other stuff with the defense. So that's a great thing to have, your head coach and your varsity coaches helping out, when they're down here. So.
And I think that's a big thing. Obviously, a big testament to you too, Bill. Obviously, hiring these coaches and finding just good dudes, good ladies overall. Obviously, Coach Hoover, Coach Hakey with soccer, Coach Allenbaugh with softball and baseball, Joins and Crane with girls and boys basketball. But I think to get kids to buy in, you've got to have coaches like that. Obviously, Coach Hoover last year gets over gets the district championship. We host our first ever state quarterfinal game. Allenbaugh in the past couple years won a district championship. The girls basketball had a phenomenal year last year. Boys basketball kind of on the up and up. So I think it's cool to see from the 3 years that I've been here what you've done with the sports at McDonald County High School.
Yeah, I mean it's not obviously not just me. You know, there's again it's a village of people. You know, there's so much that goes into having success, however you want to define that. You know, and even in the years that we struggle in the win-loss column, you know, you look out. Even here tonight, there's a lot of good people out there wearing the black and red.
Yep.
And, you know, that's worth more than any win that we can provide. And, you know, that's probably what I'm most proud about. But in order to get that, you know, obviously upbringing has a lot to do with it. But, you know, for coaches have, what did Billy Graham say? I think he said that coaches have more impact on lives than the average person does.
Mm-hmm.
They have more impact on people in 1 year than the average person does their whole lifetime. And, you know, being on the inside, I fully agree with that statement. You know, I think, you know, sometimes our kids will get an eye roll or, you know, whatever.
That's teenagers.
But at the end of the day, I think our kids recognize that these adults that are leading them have good intentions, and they only want what's best for them. And, you know, like I said, you can define success in a variety of different ways, but I would always start with the quality of people that are leaving our programs and out into the world, and that's something that I'll always be proud of. I think our kids from here are different, whether they're on the top end of the socioeconomic scale or the bottom end. We have some really great people in this county, and I think that our kids on the athletic field are just good representatives of that. But, you know, I'm extremely proud of our coaching staff. I say that a lot, at least I want to. They put in a lot of time, and, you know, going back to some of those challenges of coaching here. I was actually talking to Coach Hoover about this today in my office. Our coaches and our kids and our community deal with things that no other school district has to deal with. We're running activity buses to 6 different towns every day, every single day for practice and games. That's unbelievable to me. And, you know, our kids don't know any different, but man, think of the challenges that you have to deal with as a coach, as a kid. You know, I know kids that walk 2 or 3 miles to catch the bus because they live, you know, in a remote area or whatever. It's just, you know, all of that put together, it just makes me proud to be in the position that I am and get to serve, you know, our students and our athletes. And, you know, I always tell people it's pretty easy to work hard for the kind of kids we have, and I'll always stand by that statement.
Yeah, you know, you're talking about good goal there by the Mustangs.
I think that'll
Number
do
3, Marcos Bell with the gold in the game for the Mustangs.
I don't win it.
Yeah, but yeah. So talking about it takes a village to kind of, you know, mentor and train up these kids. Right now they are. I don't know if they're back yet. Oh, 1 second. Bo has to stop the clock and put the goal score on the board.
You know, typical AD duties.
Yep. But yeah, so right now I know some of the teachers took a group down to, I believe, Texas for a what's it called?
Was that the science trip?
Yeah, the science trip. So, you know, I don't know how many schools necessarily will take some of their kids to a research station, do some research experiments and program and activities down in, you know, Texas, but you know, it takes the bus drivers to drive them down there, it takes the teachers to go down there, it takes the chaperones to go down there, you know, so
Yeah, you nailed it. You think of how many people in this community put in time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears, money.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. And it's different than a lot of places. Like I said, it's a special place, unique place. And I think that's what makes us who we are, honestly.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, I'm all about unity, and I'm all about being aligned within our programs, talking about that vertical alignment. That's another challenge. We are so unique, and that's 99% of that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes it poses some challenges because, a lot of these kids they don't even know each other until 7th grade.
Yep.
A lot of times 9th grade. So we're a little bit behind the 8 ball on that. Just developing that camaraderie, that teamwork. A lot of places that we play, like Carl Junction, for example, we're playing them Saturday. A chunk of their kids have been playing together since they were 5-6 years old.
Yeah.
And that's something that we can work toward, but we're not there yet.
Yeah.
And, we can talk about the good things we do all day, but there's still work to do.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of work to do. And, all we can do is start chipping away at those growth areas and try to be the best we can be. That's all we can do. Just be the best we can be year in and year out. And that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, talking about chipping away at things. The field, like Ken said here, I remember when I was in high school, the field had a big giant dome basically in the middle of the field.
You couldn't see the knees of whoever was standing on the other sideline.
And so, that definitely wouldn't work for soccer. And, it worked for football for the most part. Occasionally whenever we would have a pretty bad rainstorm, you get a big mud puddle right there in the middle of the horse. But, and then having the new field up to the softball field, the new baseball field, so Mustangs, are doing some good things here, getting the facilities that they need to, train the kids and to do their best out there. Because I tell you, it's hard to do when you're running up and down to get from the 40 to the 35, that's a little difficult sometimes. So
yeah, no, I'm extremely proud of our facilities right now. Again, there's more work to be done.
Yep.
I think anybody that's sat on our concrete bleachers in the dead heat of the summer can tell you that. But we've made tremendous strides, and it goes back to our kids deserve it.
Yeah.
Our kids deserve the best playing surfaces, the best equipment, uniforms. They deserve everything. Can we satisfy every single one of those needs every year? No, but we can do our best to provide what we can. And I'm proud that our kids get to play on top of the line surfaces, and it's going back to the softball district. I got so many compliments on our facility.
Yeah.
And Bolivar and Marshfield very very easily could have said, hey, we're going to play that game in, Springfield or somewhere closer. But they both told me, we voted on you guys to host the district. We're going to come back and play that championship game at your place. You have a beautiful facility, and we love coming over there, and they did.
Yeah.
And so that's a compliment to us and our community, and that's why I pushed so hard to host that district. I was proud of our facility and proud of our school, and I felt like that people need to see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think we have a lot to be proud of here, and the more people that get to see that, the better.
Absolutely. We got some of the seniors making their way up here. I think Coach has to carry one of them. They got a little banged up in the game there. He was carrying him across the field, but, it happens sometimes. But they'll be up here shortly. Right now we're talking with Bo here, Bo Bergen, the athletic director for the Mustangs. What else is going on at the school this month?
We're just wrapping up the fall season. Hopefully we get to continue it a little longer, but we got cross-country districts this weekend.
Where are those located?
That'll be at Bolivar.
Okay.
So they run at 10 and 11 on Saturday. And then obviously soccer's in action at Springfield Catholic against Carl Junction to open up their district play.
Yeah, Mustang football's in Carl Junction.
Bulldog and Bulldog Mustang hookup that we're used to this year. But, yeah, I mean, we're looking forward to finishing our fall season strong, and hopefully we get to play for a little longer. But
Sounds good.
Eric, I appreciate you having me on. I'm going to pass it over to one of our seniors here.
Sounds good. Well, I'm going to make Zach come over here and interview you guys because I don't ask very good questions. Yeah, get over here, Zach. Who? I can't ask. Who has the headset first? Tell us who you are.
Christian Ramirez.
I know that, but they can't see you raise your hand.
Say your name again one more time.
Christian Ramirez.
Christian Ramirez. All right, Christian. Obviously, you guys win 8-0 tonight. Pretty good game for you guys. Just talk about what was your game plan going in defensively and offensively?
Just control the game, play our game. Stay composed. I think we played pretty well. Got a 8-0 win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good way to end the season.
I guess I'll ask the typical Kim Harrell questions now. Who's mom and dad?
My mom is Savannah Ramirez, and my dad is Mateo Ramirez.
Awesome. Any plans after high school, going to college, do anything?
Yeah, I'll probably go to Crowder College for welding.
Awesome. Well, we thank you for joining us tonight. We'll try and make it quick, get you guys out of here. You guys are probably hungry, so thank you for joining us. If you want to pass the headset on.
Make the injured guy walk over here.
State your name, please.
Richard Gasca.
Richard Gasca. Richard, I know we missed you out on the football field this year. Obviously, Rat filled in for you, done a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Who's mom and dad?
Martha Ruiz and Ricardo Gasca.
Awesome. Any plans after high school?
Going to Crowder for construction management.
Awesome.
You going to play soccer there?
I don't know yet.
They do have a soccer program.
They do.
How do you feel, obviously, about – I'll ask you about the season, honestly. As a senior, you got some time last year, too. From where you guys were last year to where you are this year, how do you feel about the season?
We just keep on pushing every single day,
Yeah.
Keep pushing, and that's the best part of this team, keep pushing, no matter what.
Yeah. Looks like you pushed pretty good tonight. Big game in CJ on Saturday. We wish you luck.
Thank you.
State your name, please.
Reyes Mendoza.
Reyes Mendoza. Reyes, the leading scorer as a sophomore. Kind of gives you a one-up on these guys. Do you ever hold that above their heads? Kind of, hey, I don't know about you guys, but I lead the team in scoring.
Nah, not really.
Yeah, it's a team game, and obviously, team performed well tonight. Who's mom and dad?
Reyes Mendoza and Brandon Garcia.
Obviously, I would ask you any plans after high school, but you've got 2 more years of that. So, any plans? Anything you do other than soccer?
I wrestle and I run track.
Wrestle and run track. Awesome. Well, we hope to see you on the mat this year and out on the track. Thanks for joining us.
I'm gonna see if I can.
State your name, please.
My name is Giovanni Gonzalez.
Who's mom and dad?
Faustino Gonzalez and Rocio Carvajal.
Awesome. Who? Any plans after high school?
Try to play Crowder if that mates. I'm gonna do the pipeliner welding.
Yeah, pipelining. Awesome. That's a pretty good profession to get into. Make some good money. So
they do.
As a senior, how do you feel about your guys' season and rolling into districts now?
That's tough, but that was fun all the time to play with these guys.
Yeah.
That was awesome time.
Yeah, you guys have been together for a long time, so must feel bittersweet to have your possible final game, I should say. We hope not, but Saturday. Yeah, final home game, I should say.
Yeah, that's the final game. But
yeah.
We still to the future to play Monday.
Yeah.
We want to win this Saturday.
Yeah.
And see if we can play Monday.
Yeah. Well, we wish you luck, and we thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes.
Thank you. State your name, please.
I'm Steven Paxter.
You can pull that down just a little bit. There you go.
Steven Paxter.
Steven Paxter. Steven, senior, obviously. How's your senior year and for soccer, obviously? But what more do you want from senior year, just as a student here in McDonald County?
Probably scoring districts.
Yeah, scoring districts. That'd be a big thing. Obviously, maybe hit a game-winning goal or something like that. Would be pretty cool. Who's mom and dad?
My mom is Karen Garcia, and dad is Nori Owens.
Any plans after high school?
Probably just work, but I'm thinking about college.
Yeah. Where do you think about going to college?
Crowder.
Crowder. Awesome. So, what do you think about doing for work?
Work, construction.
Construction. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good thing to get into. Well, we thank you for joining us tonight. We wish you the best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you. I know this guy right here, but please state your name.
Yeah, Rhett Keaton.
Rhett, obviously for you, not too busy of a night. Kind of had some opportunities, make some saves. Did pretty well too. Well, I should say pitched a shutout. So that's pretty amazing. But I want to get into the busyness of your week at the end of the week this week. You got districts and CJ on Friday, and then obviously districts against CJ on Saturday. So Friday night, obviously need you to make some extra points, make some big ones. I know you can.
Yeah.
Saturday, what are you looking for with the CJ team?
We just need to come out strong.
Yeah.
Come out confident. Don't play to their level. Don't be timid. That's about all we can do. Play with. Just be smart about it.
Yeah. Rhett, who's mom and dad?
Vance and Jennifer Keaton.
Any plans after college? After high school. My fault. I'm getting too far ahead of myself.
Yeah. Attend a university, undecided, agriculture engineering.
Agriculture engineering. I don't really know too much about that one, but seems like a pretty fun thing to get into. Obviously, if you're interested in it. So,
I have a story to tell about Brett now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this guy knows pretty well, so I'd be kind of scared, Brett.
Yeah.
I don't know if he just really thought we weren't playing this game tonight, or if he was trying to get away with not having to come up here.
My schedule's busy.
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah. But a couple weeks ago, he'd said, "Oh, that game was canceled."
Yeah.
I think it was because he didn't want to have to come up and talk to us. But you know,
I couldn't remember. There was some talks about it. I had a lot of things coming up, and I couldn't remember. I thought there was word that it was canceled, but apparently not.
How was the FFA convention last week?
We had a great time. Learned lots of new things. Leadership. Heard a lot of keynote speakers, and got to explore the Expo Fair. Many job opportunities there and college fair. So
who was their keynote speaker this year?
Temple Grandin.
Okay.
Big influence on cattle industry.
All right.
I feel like it. Is there a movie about her?
Yeah,
there is. Yeah,
there is. Yeah, she's pretty famous in the cattle industry and their behavior, thoughts, and stuff.
Nice. Yeah, awesome. Well, Rhett, we wish you luck on Friday night and Saturday night, or Saturday day, I guess I should say. I don't know what time you guys play. What time do you guys play Saturday?
I don't know off the top of my head. You have to ask Coach that.
Okay, I will. Well, Rhett, we congrats on the win tonight. Wish you luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Go ahead and state your name, please.
My name is Jason Lopez.
Jason Lopez. Who's mom and dad?
Gaily Dueñas and Marco Lopez.
Awesome. Any plans after high school?
Welding, pipeline.
Welding, awesome. That's a good thing to get into. You can make lots of money doing that. And I know graduating high school, that's what I wanted to do, was make a lot of money. But your senior year, obviously, final time at home with these guys. Got to feel good to go out with a win.
Yep. Yes,
Saturday, you guys play CJ. Is there anything that we should know or that you know about that team?
We just got to watch the crosses and the midfield.
Awesome. Well, we thank you for joining us and wish you luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
State your name, please.
Marcos Bell.
Marcos Bell. Marcos, pretty good game from you tonight. I believe you had a goal, right?
Yeah.
You did. That's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Who's mom and dad?
Dan Solis and Zulma Leticia.
Awesome. Any plans after high school?
I want to get into real estate for welding.
Well, he's only a sophomore, though.
Oh, you are only a sophomore.
Yeah.
Okay, well, any plans, anything else you do in high school other than soccer?
At the moment, no, but I might do track.
Track? Awesome. Well, we'd love to see you out there. I know we don't cover much track stuff, but maybe talk those guys into one, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Yep. We'll take your coach now.
Coach, me and you talked down there just a little bit. Obviously, good Thomas Jefferson team. They had an outstanding goalie. It seemed kind of like there at the beginning of the game, you guys were kind of just feeling things out, and we talked about the win. The passes had to be precise. And there towards the end of the first half, it started to look like things picking up. Obviously, I'm not a professional in this soccer thing, but things you saw in the first half that you guys kind of took advantage of there late.
Well, I mean, it goes down to your soccer IQ, you know, and how you understand what the game's giving you. That team was really content just to sit back and put 11 people behind the ball, you know, and just try to make that space down there as compact as they can. And we were talking and trying to get the guys to understand that, hey, we got to drop that ball, reset it, pull those guys out so that we can get back in. Because we got whistled for 3 or 4 offside balls early on. The keeper had a really good game. A couple defenders for them did really well. Credit to them. I mean, they're building their program back, and it takes a lot of guts to come out there night in and night out and keep building and trying to improve, you know, not knowing what your results are going to be like. But we knew going into the second half the wind was going to help us playing into the wind. We discuss a lot, you know, when we play firm to feet, and then play soft to space when the wind's at your back. Okay, but in the second half that has to change, and those balls had to have a little bit more power on them when you played them those crosses in the air. I don't know if you could see it from down here, but from my perspective, I mean, that ball was just turning and bending in if it was getting played in from right to left back across. I mean, the guys were just finding the feet. It was a good game. This is the only game this week to kind of mentally reset for Saturday. Especially, I had a couple guys that haven't been able to find the goal here recently. Last week was a super tough schedule with Joplin, Monette, and Carthage, all really good programs in their own right. Didn't score anything last week. Kind of had to regroup, refocus.
Yep.
You know, what's our goals? Where do we want to be? You know, so now we just got to prepare for CJ.
Yeah, and I think Ken said earlier, but I think we're going to have a talk with the AD about scheduling those 3 teams last week against you guys. But obviously, you speak of CJ and Saturday. Anything that you know about this CJ team? I don't know if you guys have seen them.
Yeah, we played them early on. I think the week 2 of the regular season. We played Webb on a Monday night and lost to Webb City, and played with 10 men for 60 minutes of the game. And they scored when we had all 11. And then Thursday night that week we played Carl Junction. And they have a kid, a senior, I can't remember his name, number 10, really prolific in front of goal. If he gets the ball, it's going in the back of the net. You know, if he has any bit of space, he's going to put the ball in the back of the net. And he's about 6'3", 6'4". He's a big target for somebody, you know, to cross the ball in, and he can get in the air and get his head on it. But I think Carl Junction broke their school record for wins this year with 17. I think they're 17-3, 17-4, something like that. And he's probably going to walk out there. He's a senior as their career goal scorer. But he'll kind of be the focus for us. We've played him. This year is the first year it hadn't gone to penalties or overtime. So we'll see. I mean, we look forward to it. I mean, I think it kind of sets in our favor a little bit, regardless of what the first matchup was.
So. Yeah, well, Coach, we wish you luck and congratulate you on the win tonight. And thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I think Bo, if you want to step back over here for a second, we'll talk about football this Friday.
Oh, I guess Zach has some more questions.
Oh, did you guys talk about it already?
We talked a little bit, but not much.
What'd you guys talk about? I guess I should, before I recap anything.
It's okay.
We have a football game Friday.
Yeah, yeah, but
what time does the game start? 7?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock in CJ. Obviously, regular season didn't go the way that some wanted it to. Obviously, I think we're 3-4 plays shy of being 5-4, 6-3. But Friday night just got to come out with some fight and come out one to win. And I think you said it earlier. I think this year we could make another run, and I'll let you kind of expand on that.
Yeah, I mean our regular season, there's been some frustrating parts, and you don't get frustrated if you don't believe that you're capable of doing something. We just have lacked some execution at times. You know, we've put together, I think about every game, we put together really good quarters or halves. We just can't quite get over the hump and execute when we have to. not need to, have to.
Yeah.
And I think, everybody's 0-0 right now. After last week, everybody's 0-0. I think if our guys can really adapt that mentality and kind of go into this week with a fresh outlook on everything, I think you can bet on a competitive game on Friday.
Yeah.
Our coaches have been busy preparing already Monday and Tuesday. I know they're going to have the kids prepared to face Carl Junction. They're no strangers. We've seen them periodically throughout the postseason the last few years. It's a challenge. It's an opportunity, and I hope our kids go out there and view it as such. That's what it is. It's an opportunity. Being the last seed in your district is never a good feeling, but it also presents an opportunity to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
And I know Coach Hoover said that our record is what it is. We're the 7th seed for a reason, but I don't believe that we are out of it by any means. It's always a challenge going in as the last seed, but I view it more as an opportunity, like I said. So.
Now, is there any special ticket requirements for Friday's game?
I don't think so. I think it's just pretty normal. I think admission's $4 and $2, just like any other varsity football game. We could use a bunch of Mustang fans up there Friday night cheering them on.
Yeah. It's a lot less of a drive than West Plains.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't have to make that drive this year.
Not yet.
Hopefully not. Yeah, I think we'd make that drive for the district championship, I want to say.
Would that be, 3-4 years in a row we made that drive, huh?
Yeah, well, other than I think there was a year in between, maybe. We hosted Monette here one year. I can't remember. It all runs together.
Yeah.
But, we made that trip quite a few times.
Plenty of times.
Yep.
Well, Bo, we thank you for joining us tonight, kind of recapping some things going on in the county. Obviously, football Friday night. We hope to, obviously, you'll probably be there. So hope to see you there and hope to get a Mustang victory.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for being here tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
I believe Friday night we will be streaming
on Mish's
website. We will post a link on Facebook. I'll probably share it. Eric, you'll probably share it. I'm sure Kim will share it. We all usually share it. So, Mustang Soccer gets the 8-0 victory tonight. Looks very good. He's rolling into districts on Saturday. But
win.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Before looking on to Saturday, we're going to look on Friday, and that'll be the next time you hear our voices, Friday at CJ. So for Eric Gann, if you don't have any final words,
nope.
I'm Zach Bertrand checking off from a Mustang Soccer victory here in McDonald County. This is the KNO and McDonald County Sports Network wishing you a good night.